Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. We have already started here. Ter Stegen catches it safely. Gently done. He's found a way through. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Gabriel did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Lewandowski. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but... Gabriel Jesus! Goal! Arsenal! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Barcelona finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's picked his way through. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Rafinha is eyeing up his options in the middle. That's a decent clearance.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Eric Garcia promptly onto that, and that is that. Pass somewhat off target. Some really good ball movement. Oh, that's well spotted. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Tries a shot! Decent enough try.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
In with a header! In he goes again! He scores! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, it's come loose. Havertz. Arsenal upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they can get it, and they're hunting in packs to do just that.
Good to watch.
It really is. It's rugged and robust, but it still needs plenty of intelligence and teamwork.
Pass is just off target. White. It's run loose here. And he was alert to it. Spread neatly.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Araujo attempts it. He's having a hit! And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
That looks a good ball through. Oh, super find. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. White. Lovely bit of skill.
2 minutos de descuento.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Gabriel, can he finish? And more, and more, and more. And the lead is extended still further. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touch?
And there's the end of the first half. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Barcelona didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Passing is crisp and sharp. Saka. White. Rice. And here's Havertz! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, well played. Gavi. Pedri puts his foot on the gas. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Eric Garcia. Fermin. And Balde. Gavi. Gavi! Gavi looking sharp there. Not the most accurate pass. Gavi. Oh, that's ambitious. And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Nice control. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Pete...
It's Lewandowski! And he's lifted it over.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 96.800.
That's going in strongly.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And here's Havertz. Ødegaard. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Can he put it away? It's a goal. Over the hills and far away. No catching them now. Simplicity itself.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Arsenal are having a ball here. Lewandowski. Ah, he's given... There's the shot! He has How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, I think the keeper has every reason to rip into that defence for allowing him to get into such a good position.
They're still trying to make a game of this.
That's very neat. Rice. And here's a chance.
Kubasi with the clearance.
Fermin. Well, played right into his path. He is through here. Yamal! It's in! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Oh, he'd have done well to reach that.
Barcelona have scored 2 quick goals here and have restored some sort of respectability. Gabriel Jesus. He's through, now is he in?
Can he finish? Oh, taken with style.
Barcelona clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 19.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Serán sustituidos.
We have got ourselves a game here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Zinchenko!
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Trossard.
Now that's well seen too.
Barcelona are looking desperate here, short on time and options.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Well timed, excellent interception.
Just 5 minutes left.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And he's there to clear it.
That's a throw.
Gavi. Oh, this is a... He's got the shot away! Really well taken goal. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And yes, it's him again.
all square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Sterling. Oh, Zinchenko! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Arsenal take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Barcelona can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona lost their way after falling behind early.
Well, it is undoubtedly one of the most eagerly anticipated fixtures in the English game, as two historical heavyweights square up to each other, ready to go blow for blow in what remains one of the game's intense rivalries. There are some that argue, and with some validity, that the significance of this fixture has diminished to a small extent since its heyday back in the 90s and mid-2000s, when these two teams were lapping up the lion's share of silverware season after season. Times have changed since, thanks largely to the emergence of other ambitious teams, but there is no doubt that this remains one of the hottest tickets around. It has the history, it has the hype, and it has always provided high entertainment. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there've been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
Havertz! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the game's first significant moment. Shot at goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Ugarte. He has found the way through. White did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Delivers the ball. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Interesting ball. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Gabriel. Manchester United are trailing against the run of play. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
They're back in possession and ready to go again.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Partey. Short changes him with that pass. No, again there's no way through. And here's Havertz. No, that's been intercepted. Havertz! Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
It's Gabriel Jesus! That was a matter of inches.
Gabriel Jesus probably tried a bit too hard then. He should have relied on technique as opposed to power.
And here's Havertz. Ugarte. Gabriel promptly onto that, and that is that. Gabriel Jesus. Can he put it away? Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they're at it again in double quick time. Simplicity itself.
Yeah, and I think we may have had too many defenders ball watching then, because they just lost sight of the real danger.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Now who's going to be first to this? Havertz tries a shot! Back with it goes. Gabriel Jesus! Hits off target and by quite a way. Mazraoui. Ahmad. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. That's a little off target. Bruno Fernandes. Saliba spots it and intercepts. Time perhaps for one last twist before half-time. Saliba. Havertz. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, the idea was right. The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
And the pass is intercepted. He's in plenty of space here. It's out for a goal kick.
2 added minutes has been
Well
indicated.
played. That has snuffed out the danger. Havertz. Gabriel makes the interception. Odegaard. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. They want to be quick to recover this. Casemiro. There's the whistle for half-time. So you hear the chants of easy, easy, and those are entirely justified. 3-0 after 45 minutes, and it is hard to believe that there won't be more after the break. And the action is back on the way. Manchester United didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Saka. Højlund. Arsenal applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Lindelof. Ahmad. To Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Heaven.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Lindelof. Front-footed pressing going on here. What a throw in. Gabriel. White. Gabriel Jesus. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
The attendance for this
Still no
match
way
was
through. The defending here is
71,550.
resolute. Odegaard. Maguire gets across to intercept that. And here's Havertz. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. He's had a hit! And that is doing no harm at all.
Arsenal were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Mazraoui.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an
He
example.
could be in here. Ahmad, the most accurate pass. Havertz. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And they're not going to make any further progress now. He's got the shot away! They've done it! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Quick, decisive and unerring, a textbook example of how to turn defence into counter-attack. That'll do for me every time.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
It's become a case of men against boys. And no, that was never going to make it. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Gabriel Jesus was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Saka with a definite foul there.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Partey. And here's Jesus.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Chance! Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, shooting chance! They've scored! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And yes, it's him again. Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Højlund. Bruno Fernandes. Rice. Gabriel. White. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, he could easily have slipped that to his right just to keep the attack alive. And it looks like he's going to learn the hard way.
Has been indicated.
Partey. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Played back in. Well, they've got it again. And that will be it. Manchester United cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
And now, the
Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparation.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. And as you can see, we've already started here. He has found the way through, and he's whipped it across. That was always going to be the keeper's.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That is a great pick out. Iñaki Peña is there to take. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, this guy Saka, I've been praising since day one. Someone who has a great versatility in his game, the right attitude, very clever in how he operates around the pitch. And I think he has the potential to excel in most attacking positions.
Chance! Oh, that's another chance! Goal! Barcelona! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Ødegaard spots it and intercepts. Now it's Saka. And here's Saka. Rice. Pedri. Played out to the left flank. White gets across to intercept that. And here's Jesus. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Now the finish! And that's a... He's got the shot away! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Quality ball. Now it's Havertz.
Salve, salve, Luiz. E aí, meu amigo, valeu pelo like. E aí, fez a live hoje, não?
And he gets rid in a hurry.
Ah, vou chegar lá também, meu amigo, vou chegar lá. Deixar rodando lá você aqui pra ajudar também. Valeu, tamo junto, é nóis, meu amigo. Boa live aí pra você também, viu? Vou chegar lá, vou deixar rodando lá. Golaço! Beleza, beleza, Luizão, vou chegar lá, chegar na sua live lá, viu? Fortalecer lá também. Louco, meu irmão.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Fermin. Spread neatly. He's found a way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And they're back on the ball again. 15 minutes till half-time.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
And the finish! In he goes again! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's ambitious. Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, he does strike a very pure ball, doesn't he? It's great technique.
White. Partey. Havertz. Caught offside that time. Some resolute defending there. And he's intervened well there.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Barcelona certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Timber. Rice.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Gets his pass away. Partey.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
White. Rice. And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first-half success with another show of strength?
Barcelona are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. Here we go again then. Partey. Oh, it's a promising build-up this. Plenty of really nice passing. Nice interception, well timed. Yamal. Yamal making good progress on the right-hand side.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
And they win it back again. Interesting ball. Now it's Rafinha, and he's managed to get free. That tackle was certainly sturdy.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Saliba. Partey. Balde cuts it out. And here's Lewandowski.
Lewandowski really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That is ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia hurtling down that right flank. Rafinha is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
Taken back almost at once. Partey. Now it's Havertz. Saka. There's a sharp little ball here. No outsmarting him this time. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Can he spark a counter here? And it's played forward. Saka. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Saka, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Lewandowski, and he's away. Great ball, and he's in shapes to shoot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And surely that settles it.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
A case now of complete control.
Saka. Gabriel Jesus. There's the hit! Really well taken goal. That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So is this the start of a comeback? Lewandowski looks to get on the end of this. Now it's Lewandowski. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Now it's Rafinha. Looking for options for movement. Ødegaard. Rice. Yamal. Oh, perfectly measured that. Gavi. Well, that has not gone well. Rice. Yamal. And they've got a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 3. El dorsal 4.
Eric Garcia.
El dorsal 19. El dorsal 16. Serán sustituidos por
He's
el
had it!
dorsal 15. El dorsal
And
23.
that would have won
El
it.
dorsal 7.
Well, his movement has certainly picked up. He's got that decisive goal on his mind.
Timber. Merino. Now Ødegaard. Played back in. Sterling. Real chance! They've scored!
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, his appreciation of space then was absolutely exceptional. A moving genius.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key.
And he welcomes it in. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
An opportunity then to pull clear here. Rafinha ready to try one. Rafinha!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Oh, what a great hit! Oh, that is rather wayward. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Mikel Merino looking to run onto it. Ødegaard, foot in. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that will be the final act. Barcelona have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Lewandowski claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much decided everything. It dictated an awful lot of how the game was going to unfold, and in the end we weren't left with any surprises. It worked out as we thought it might.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Lewandowski. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Lewandowski. Well, they've certainly started on the front foot here. Already shots raining in.
Good play all round. He was well hustled and still got a shot away. It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Partey. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And it's Sterling. Oh, no joy this time. Now he's off and running. Ødegaard. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Raheem Sterling. He could be the key man for me, Peter, because he's so quick and direct with the ball at his feet. And that low centre of gravity also makes it hard to knock him off the ball. You know, he can turn very quickly. He's also improved his end product in recent years, and he's more capable of finishing with aplomb now. His whole game has matured beautifully.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Gavi. Gavi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
He's had a hit! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Vermeer. Gavi. Yamal.
Arsenal really have decided to turn to the long ball. That's very obvious now.
And how did they go about making that work?
Well, they can't neglect accuracy, and it can turn that opposition defence into facing its own goal, which so often can cause problems.
Saka. Ødegaard. Always onto this. Gavi. Partey. Chance! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's...
Has a look and has a go. Timber.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
That's good running with the ball. Yamal. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Decent hit and on target. Corner number 2 then. Climbs up big! Oh, taken with style. They're level in a trice.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Lewandowski. Oh, just skips Lewandowski! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Can he put it away? Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. He's found the way through. Raya catches it safely. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Ødegaard. Now it's Havertz. He's in a great position. Oh, no, there's the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ødegaard. And he's chosen to go back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Nice sequence of passes, this.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Fermin. Yamal. Oh, that's fabulous. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Half-time nearly with us. They will be desperate not to concede here. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Cleared without hesitation. Chance to shoot now! Oh, good read. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
So we're just settling back into this second half. Havertz! Goal! And with that goal comes comfort. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
They've seen the light and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Now it's Partey. Oh, good spread. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
He's got away. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Now it's Saka. Sterling wins the duel this time. Ødegaard, and he's on his Ødegaard! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here. There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Partey, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Havertz.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Saka.
This is the time you need that pace.
He won't be happy with that one. No surprise at all that this is the guy who's had such a positive impact.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Now it's Sterling. Spread it left. Now it's Odegaard. Tries a shot! It's in! Comfort! Yet more comfort! Easing away. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Arsenal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Eric Garcia. Yamal. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, what a ball he's in here. Lewandowski unable to make it happen for all his good intentions.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that was vital. Couldn't squeeze it through. Araujo cuts out the pass. Barcelona could counter here. Gavi. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he cuts out the supply. That's headed upfield. Back into the middle. Havertz. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get free. Fermin! And that's wide.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Serán sustituidos
White.
por el dorsal 7, el dorsal 21.
Saka.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Jorginho. He can run onto that. Merino! Oh, there was plenty on that. That is ended up in no man's land. Now there, and the shot! They've scored! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it.
Has a goal! He's put his foot right through that one. Time added on 4 minutes. Pass is just off target. Eric Garcia. And that's it. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times.
Well, little question, but this is the box office game at this level today. Thank you for joining us. You've made a very good choice. There's so much resting on the game. It should be a cracker. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. So we're up and running. Palmeiras cannot afford to slip up here. Terrific support, and they're going to need it all. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
This guy, Gundogan, is one of the most accomplished midfielders out there. His ability to play balls all over the pitch with great accuracy makes him the perfect player to have in the middle of the park, not to mention the fact that he's superb when it comes to tiki-taka and that shorter version of passing. Whether you're playing for possession or on the counter, he always features.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Pinches it off him. Now it's Neymar. And he's been shifted off it. David Villa. He won't be happy with that one. Good spot, he's seen the run. Petit. Guardiola cuts it out. It's a pretty loose pass. Neither side especially adventurous early on. That has been cut short. Bastoni gets it away. And it's Petit. That's a lovely... And Batistuta!
Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong. It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Utrecht with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's got the beating of his man. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that's... Tries a shot! That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Dink through. And he's quick to get it clear again. Neymar. Great chance! Kubo. Now it's Torres. Oh, easy pickings there. David Villa. Alaba gets a foot in here. That's been cut out, well played. Still goalless at the moment. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Palmeiras clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, no joy this time. Stood up well to him there. He's through here. Costa Curta gets across to intercept that. It's just beyond his reach. Referee's given a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Beckham.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, good-looking ball. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Torres. And he was quick to react. Mbappe! Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Gundogan. Oh, this is a very good run. Gets his pass away. Oh, that
pass has been well intercepted. Now it's Gundogan.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely aimed pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Now it's Neymar. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Rising over the bar.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Neither side giving way. It has been tight. Messi does well to get it back. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. That'll be a throw.
Kubo.
He's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Batistuta. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe! Gundogan. Koundé promptly onto that, and that is that. Well, that's well seen too. Gundogan. Well, that's well spotted. Oh, super find. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, it's just lacking in accuracy. And that'll be the last act of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. That gets things going for the second half. So the first half brought no goals. Opts for safety.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
And it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
They've got it again.
Kubo. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Gundogan wins the duel this time.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Utrecht appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Still absolutely nothing to report here goals-wise. Beckham. Spread neatly. And they can counter here. Mbappe. Neymar. Mbappe. And the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Mbappe deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Gundogan. That's an untidy, quickly taken. No, he's not getting his way this time. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Beckham considers his options.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
That was travelling.
It was a sterling effort, and at least he kept it on target. And it was worth a go.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. And it's Fernando Torres. Now that's been intercepted. And he's heaved it away. Batistuta. Utrecht have got it back, and they'll have another go. And Batistuta! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Kubo just eases him off the ball. And he's quick to snatch it back. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, perfectly measured that.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Neymar is herring after that one. Now it's Torres. He's in space and looking for options. Keeper has taken decisive action. Shot a goal! And he's found the net! Oh, this could be huge. It is late. Could it be the one?
Well, they clearly fancy their chances now of winning this. A lead at this time that really seems to have re-energised them. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. That is good alertness.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
That is a little undercooked. Palmeiras still ahead by the game's only goal. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Corner it is. The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Cleared away. And it's Petit.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He has found a way through. And that has been clubbed away. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Neymar. And there's green grass ahead of him.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
And he can clear it away. Gundogan. 2 minutes to be added on. And that's that. Palmeiras are going up, and now they can dream. Koundé voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Palmeiras really deserve...
So without question, it is one of the most awaited, most anticipated days on the footballing calendar. So many teams, so many ambitions, and only a handful will go forward to achieve those ambitions. That is the nature of our fascinatingly competitive game. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Batistuta.
Oh, that's a key interception.
Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as...
Can he put it away? It's in for the pieces. He's delivered all right.
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Foot in. Vardiol defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Kubo. To Beckham. Koundé. That's gone for a throw-in. Van Dijk. Gundogan. David Villa. He has found the way through. David Villa! Sticks it away! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks.
Even some of the opposing fans are clapping that. You just have to appreciate it.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
And yes, it's him again. Palmeiras are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Guardiola kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And no, that was never going to make it. 2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Fiddles it through. Beckham. Good effort from distance. That is decidedly lacking.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
He welcomes it in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And we have our very first corner. David Villa clears it away. Koundé. He's got the shot away! Kubo. Quality ball. Kimmich. Bellingham. Beckham. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Torres. Gundogan. Gabriel cuts it out. Kimmich. And it's Fernando Torres. He's found a way through. Pass is just off target.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Beckham. Now it's Beckham. Kubo. Oh, important interception.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Nicked it back promptly. Good pressure, determined, intense. No outsmarting him this time. Beckham.
Palmeiras have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Now it's Batistuta. And he's had it nicked away. Kimmich really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
David Villa showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Gundogan gets a foot in here. Kubo. Yamal. Brazil are looking to break at pace. And here's Torres. He might be in here. Torres had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just...
And Batistuta! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Well, chances like that need a delicate touch, and they're quite a tough skill.
Koundé. Gundogan. Kimmich wins the duel this time. It's a little off target. David Villa. And it's Messi.
Played over towards the opposite flank. Serginho. Oh, that's a fine interception. And the first 45 minutes are up. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Palmeiras just didn't want the half-time whistle to be blown. Convincing and controlled.
Palmeiras in control at half-time, 2-0. That gets things going for the second half. Carvajal. Kubo. Interesting ball. Showing great feet there. He's picked his way through. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Bellingham. He's in plenty of space here.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Serginho. Koundé calmly anticipates. Now it's Torres. He is through here. David Villa has a go! They are rampant! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Palmeiras find a position of real strength now. Kimmich. Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Serginho. Defending was strong and firm.
Such good technique.
Adams is there, and he can get that clear. Threads one in. Oh, Red, nice interception.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Quarter of an hour into the second half. Koundé is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, we expected better, and so did he. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Kubo. Palmeiras finding their passes. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Koundé gets over and intercepts. Stood up well to him there. Great defending, strong and determined. No, that's been intercepted. He's played him through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And the pass is intercepted.
Aim forwards. Vardiol. Fernando Torres. Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's shifting through the gears here. Half an hour gone in the second half. Fernando Torres. David Villa. Oh, that was very necessary. Upamecano cuts out the pass. Van Dijk kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Gundogan. Messi. That pass has been well intercepted. And here's Torres. Bellingham. Upamecano. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Upamecano. Palmeiras are almost home and dry now. Upamecano. Messi. Spread neatly. He's in space and looking for options. Big header! Oh, he got himself into a great position. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Kimmich simply refused to be outdone there. Pinches it off him. Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. Messi. Batistuta. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Fernando Torres. And that could set him on his way. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very accurate reflection of what we saw. David Villa on the...
Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Neymar, and he's managed to get free. Neymar tries the cutback. Oh, that was vital. And the counter is on. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Rafinha, can he finish?
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this guy Pedri, without doubt, is the greatest talent of his generation to come out of Spain. I mean, he has all the traits of some of the great legends that have been there before him. The ability to handle the ball in tight spaces, his speed of thought on the turn, his understanding of the landscape around him, the intelligence in reading defensive positioning, all those factors which can make him unplayable when he's truly on song.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. That has been cut short. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar, real chance! Goal, Brazil! The breakthrough strike. How very smart. He just got it right.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Brazil have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
That is good alertness. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Endrick, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And he's intervened well there. Couldn't squeeze it through. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Danielson. Nice interception, well timed. Pedri. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Endrick. Great pressure, plenty of it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mbappe. And he's only too happy to take that back. Endrick. 30 minutes gone. Well, that pass isn't the best. Bruno Fernandes. Endrick. Threads one in. Look at the space here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking for options for movement. Now it's Rafinha. He's picked his way through. He's got the shot away! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Rafinha actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that has sent him sprawling. And now they can spring out of defence. And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Brazil couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
It'll It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Big header! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Well-timed, excellent interception. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Oh, this looks sharp. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and it's evident annoyance.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Promising cross. And we've reached half-time. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Brazil leading 1-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Brazil definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
That has ended up in no man's land. The less said about that pass, the better. Quality ball. And that's another good win of the ball. Played out towards the right wing. Bruno Fernandes. Now Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Rafinha engages and forces him off the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Mbappe. He is through. Mbappe! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Palmer. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Endrick. Just about up to the hour now.
Sao Paulo are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Endrick couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Shot could be on. Mbappe! Oh, that's a fine interception. That's a little off target. Bruno Fernandes. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And he's certainly onside here. Can he finish? In he goes again! Goal! Do not write them off! Back they come! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides and with such great individual talent on show. Chance!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. Just about up to 75 minutes. Brazil perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Ribery. Palmer. And he was quick to react.
Sao Paulo merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Oh, that's a key interception. Interesting ball.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
The referee's awarded a free kick. Sao Paulo have it back and can go again. No way through. Oh, nicely intercepted. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it. Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although
he's had a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
All hands on deck for this one. Entering with the clearance. Brazil are looking to go forward now.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Ribery. Now it's Haaland. There's the hit! Oh, it's in! And that may just do it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
That's the end. Brazil illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with.